the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we...
This is Akin, aka Jack is the Truth, with the Boxing Voice. I'm here at Peacock's Gym with manager, trainer, coach extraordinaire, Mr. Tunde Ajayi. How you doing, sir?
Lions in the car! Lions, yeah, Andy already. That's he would never, he's just a man. How you doing, Jack? The Truth. You know.
I'm blessed, I'm good. Boxing's got me busy, getting the opportunity to come out and meet people that I've watched for years. So yeah, no, I'm appreciative. How are things for you, man? I've just finished watching you take Anthony Yarde through a session, and I'm exhausted. So I don't know how you're feeling. How was it for you?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like I said from the very beginning. You know, Anthony, in my opinion, is the hardest worker in boxing. he's behind you, messing about, as he always does. But yeah, but look, you can't be serious with Andy's about. He's just a man. Look, and this is after what you just witnessed. You see, Andy's even got me stuttering. Oh, this guy is he's something else. I'm telling you. But yeah, you know, I said it from the start. You know, and sometimes when you talk like I do, I'm not a loud mouth, but I just believe in what I do, you know, and I'm not shy of saying what I believe. I've never been shy, and I said it from the start. In my opinion, having travelled to the best gyms in the world, Anthony Yarde is the hardest worker I've ever seen, and now the world are starting to see it. You know, as the fights have gone on and we've progressed in our own careers, people are starting to see what I've been saying from the start. So yeah, it is a blessing for me to be his trainer, most of all his friend, and the journey, this wonderful journey, keeps continuing.
A lot of us have lived vicariously through the videos that we get to see on YouTube. We see a relationship with you and Anthony, and it's all happy and what's it called. But actually seeing you train, we can see that there's a genuine friendship and an understanding. How important is that to the success that you lot have garnished thus far?
Well, I mean, you just need to look at facts, scientific facts. Children, adults, male, female, they grow when they're happy. You learn more when you're happy. When you do anything with love, there's only one way it can go. It's never a destructive, it's always constructive, and I feel that there has to be that type of environment in order for us to evolve. And myself and Anthony, we've got the same character. I would say he's a bit more of a joker than I am, and that's topping it, because I'm a joker. I've always been a joker, but Anthony, you cannot help but smile and laugh when you're in his presence. And for me, as a trainer, somebody who wants, I want it. As a trainer, I want it, believe me. And Anthony wants it as a fighter, and I think the fact that we can come to work every day, which is not work, still be serious, still be focused, still be intentional on what we have to do and where we want to go to, and do it with a smile on our face. It's just great. It's just great. And I wish it on everyone. But me and Anthony first.
You kept on alluding to the fact that you do it with a smile on your face. I saw you do at least an hour of pad work, and he was still smiling through it. I'm sure your hands were hurting as well, because those shots were vicious. We're just a few weeks out now to the fight. How do you think he is in terms of his preparation for the fight? Is he ready for that challenge now, or is there still a few things that you need to work on?
What, the current fight coming? Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't think people talk about camps and all of that. There is no camp. There is no camp. For us, it's our job. It's an art for us, and we just want to perfect it. And so we're ready at all times. I know it's an oft repeated saying. You know, you hear people always say, "I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready." Well, I don't know about them. I only know about the AY and the TA, and we're always ready. We're professionals. You know, you can't go to a football club talking about I'm not ready to play on a Saturday. It just doesn't make sense. And myself and Annie, we meticulously aim to improve every single day, and that's what makes us ready all the time.
Okay, I spoke with Frank Warren last week at the Dubois press conference, and he made reference to the Kovalev-Alvarez fight, and he was saying that he would really like to see that fight next for Anthony Yarde. At the weekend as well, I was also at the Matchroom fight where Craig Richard put on a display. The light heavyweight division is really kicking off. And I know you have a plan, I know you have a trajectory that you want to go on, but when you hear Frank Warren talk about what's next for Anthony Yarde, and you see people like Craig Richards doing what they're doing, what do you have your eye on? What direction do you have planned? I introduced you as a manager and a trainer, and obviously there must be a conflict between what the manager wants to do and what the trainer wants to do. What is it that you would like to see for Anthony Yarde next?
Well, first of all, there is no conflict. They're just names. People get too excited about this name thing. You know, it's like your name, your real name, Akin, your stage name, The Truth. But it's not you. You see? So, yes, I wear many hats. Manager, friend, brother, mentor, trainer. But I'm Tunde Ajayi. And I don't get mixed up with this name business. The fact is that we have a goal in mind, both me and Anthony, and that is to be world champions. That is to be undisputed champions. That is to be pay-per-view stars. We're not shy to say that. Everybody has to have goals. Those are our goals. And in terms of Craig Richards, Craig was here. You know, Craig's our friend. You know, I'm so happy for him. Anthony, I didn't watch the fight. Anthony told me about the fight today. But congratulations to Craig. I wish him nothing but the best. And that's it. For Craig, I want him to do well. You know, he's obviously got his own journey. He was a super middleweight before, and then he's come up to light heavyweight division. And yeah, that's all I will say on that. With the Kovalev situation, I'm not looking past the February the 23rd. It would just be silly to look past. You know, why would I look at the future when I have the present right here on my face? The present is February the 23rd, and that is my only focus. After February the 23rd, then we talk about what's next.
I watched an interview you did with Boxing Social, and you alluded to the fact that Matchroom stable will have quite a few light heavyweights, and they never seem to get matched against each other. And sure enough, at the Cheeseman fight, Joshua Buatsi was in the crowd, and after Craig Richard fought, Eddie Hearn came up, and he didn't even mention Craig Richard versus Joshua Buatsi. He never tried to pair them up. It was against I don't remember the guy's name now, but it sort of lent to the philosophy that you have, that why are they always looking over at what Anthony Yarde is doing? Why don't they fight each other? What's your take? Is it envy? What do you think it is? Why do you think Eddie Hearn is so keen to get someone to test their wits against Anthony?
Well, Anthony's the man. It's just a fact. You go for the biggest prize. The biggest prize is Anthony Yarde. In any weight class. I keep saying it. Anthony Yarde, in my opinion, and I have to stress that, it's just my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But I must not be far from the truth. Because as you say, they have at least 6 fighters. 6 that they can fight. Why you want to come over this side of the road? Sort out your own business first. As you say, Craig now has stuck his name into the hat. They have many fighters. I don't even like calling their name, to be honest with you, because this is the AY and the TA show. It's about Anthony Yarde. I don't care about them, to be honest with you. And I don't mean that disrespectfully, I'm just saying that we've always, you never hear Anthony or myself talk about any fighters. You understand? The fighters have to call us because we are the man and the man. We have to call our name. And I get that part of the game, but I think you have to sort out your own backyard first before you come over to this garden. Sort out your own backyard and then we see what's left.
I got the I got the pleasure of watching another one of your stable fighters. You don't take a lot of people on. Bilal Ali, and he looked really exciting. I had the pleasure of sitting down and speaking to him as well. There seems to be a blueprint, as far as I can see, with you. You take on people with relative amateur experience and teach them a different way. Why is that? Is it something that does it have to be something that you see, or is it just it doesn't matter about their experience thus far? What is the blueprint?
That is a very, very good question. I think that's got to be one of the best questions that an interviewer has asked me. So credit to you. I don't look at titles. I don't look at none of that. I look at attitude. Attitude is the key. If an individual has the right attitude, he can be taught, he can actually teach you, because he or she wants to achieve greatness. So a person like Anthony, I don't need to tell Anthony to come to the gym. He's coming. He's telling me come to the gym. Bilal is the same. He actually went away at the age of, I trained Bilal when he was 12 years old. He went away, he came back, you see, and he came back of his own volition. He came back of, oh, Anthony's saying that he spoke to him. He spoke to Anthony, and Anthony's like, yeah, come man, you need to come back to Unks. But it's the attitude, and I just feel that Bilal is in a great position now because he's actually got his big brother to look up to. You know, Anthony, what a role model. We don't like using that word role model because none of us are perfect, but what better to have somebody in your team that you see every day who's making waves, making noise in the sport of boxing, and that's your friend, that's your person that you can ask questions. And for Bilal, a young person, 21 years old, it's great. And I said it from the beginning. In 12 months, they're going to be saying the same thing about Bilal, saying they're going to be saying he ain't fighting nobody, he ain't doing that. It's not that. It's just that he's taught under a system and a particular way of boxing, and it is what it is.
So what is that? What are the aspirations for Stamina for Sale? Are you looking to have a big stable? Are you just looking to focus your attention on the people that you said are focused and are dedicated to the sport? What is the aspirations for Stamina for Sale?
Well, the aspirations are too big to mention. But in terms of the fighting, I actually don't need fighters. I need teachers. That's the problem right now. My social media is a mass with fighters wanting to train with us, but I don't have the teachers. I teach a particular way of boxing, and this isn't gonna be a trainer training six fighters. No, it ain't gonna go like that. So I need teachers that willingly want to learn what I've got to offer, and then we can accommodate fighters. But I'm not just gonna have fighters for. I've made that mistake in the past. You know, one time I was training 16 fighters, me on my own. You know, and really, it's not good because boxing is an individual sport, and you do need that due care and attention. And I think that when a boxer knows he has a coach or a teacher that is dedicated to him, you'll get the best out of him. And the fighter will get the best out of the trainer, and the trainer will get the best out of the fighter. So that's how we're going. So for now, I have one trainer that I taught the system, and that's Ade Oliyinka. He is Bilal Ali's trainer. I manage Bilal as I manage Anthony, but I only train Anthony, and Ade only trains Bilal. And so if there's any trainers out there that want to learn, the system of boxing that I teach, it's not going to be easy. But it's there. The blueprint is there. You know, Anthony is the golden child, as I keep calling him. Bilal's the chosen one. He's coming through. We got Reese. We got Charlie. We got young ones all coming up. You know, but we need teachers. So any trainers out there that's willing, and it's not going to be, oh, you're here one day and then you're learning something on another day. No, you have to fully imbue yourself into what I'm teaching. That's just how it's going to go. You don't go to Waitrose wearing a Marks and Spencer's top, do you? You don't. So you're either stamina for soul or you're something else.
I'll definitely be sending my CV in the post for you to shortlist. I've got to ask you a question about Dillian Whyte. I know he's one of your friends. Eddie Hearn announced that the Anthony Joshua fight is dead, and Dillian Whyte is now going to have his own pay-per-view on the 20th. Do you think that money has ever been a reason for Dillian Whyte not to take a fight before, or do you feel that the path that he's taken to keep his pay-per-view status is the right path?
I think only Dylan can answer that. You know, Dylan is the captain of his own ship. I can't talk for Dylan in that respect. I can't tell him to make business decisions. He's a man, he's done well without my advice. You get what I'm saying? So who am I to? I can advise him as a friend and somebody that I've watched grown from the roads to the position. I'm just happy for Dylan. And as I said on a Boxing Social interview, that he's in pole position. He can demand what he wants because there really isn't no other big fight, you know, for AJ, in my opinion, because he's not gonna fight Wilder, he's not gonna fight Tyson Fury. Dillian Whyte is the one making noise, so Dylan is a captain of his own ship at the moment, and I'm sure he'll make the right decision. If I didn't know about the April the 20th, because as I say, I'm not in the business of other people's business. I'm in my business. My business is Anthony Yarde. I only watch Anthony Yarde. I'm just being honest. And I'm not going to pretend like I know about other people's stuff. I don't. I just know about what my job is. My job is to be Anthony's manager and trainer. And that has to be my focus. But Dylan, I know him. He's our friend. He's one of the youngers that's gone on to be successful. And I wish him nothing but the best.
Brilliant. So the 23rd, we're expecting destruction. Well, I'm expecting destruction based on what I've seen here. Explosive destruction. Based on what I've seen in the training camp. Is there anything that you'd like to say to people that are considering getting tickets, that are on the fence? What do they need to know?
Anthony Yarde is the most exciting boxer in boxing at present. And I just feel that if you can't be in the venue, if you can't get your tickets from staminaforsoul.com or frankwarren.tv, log on to BT Sports, February the 23rd, get your biscuits, get your chocolate, get your cup of tea, relax, because it's going to be an explosive show.
Mr. Tunde Ajayi, I appreciate your time. Anything else you'd like to add to the Boxing Voice?
Hold tight, Boxing Voice. The Boxing Voice. Hold tight, my man Nesta. Michael. All the Boxing Voice team. Contact me on Tunde at staminaforsoul.com. Instagram, Tunde Ajayi 9. And that's it. I'm looking forward to February the 23rd, and it's going to be a great show.
I appreciate you talking to the Boxing Voice. You want to add the Lions in the camp?
Lions in the camp!
Thank you for your time.
Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/TheBoxingVoice. to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.